Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Foocast. My name is Finn and I'm joined by Robert and Jaden.
Hello.
If you can hear me munching a few times, it's because I brought popcorn because I'm especially excited for this episode, so... I give you some, but Jaden's in a different country and Robert, I don't know where Robert lives.
Sewers.
Plus
Robert,
the fucking sewer.
dogs yourself.
He's doxing so pretty well there, like, not very specific on which sewer.
Right, you say you're in the sewers.
Can specify where. What? If Robert watched that, I don't fucking offer him any, because he's like, every single time we're at college, right, I'm there with like a bag of food, and this fucker takes handfuls like I've never seen.
I remember what time I stole your muffins without you realising.
The amount of times.
And you had to buy more.
No.
I started munching down on the old.
No, the worst thing that Robert's ever fucking done, and I hate you for this, is when I brought Burger King on our break at college. I didn't have enough time to eat it, so I had to walk back to college and have it in the classroom. I'm sitting there doing my work, and I'm like, I look, and there's a hand in my box, and he's eating my chips, and like there was like 2 chips in there, and I'm like, I hate you so much. You know, it's fine. I still got the rest of it, right? The next Monday, the teacher's giving out.
I'll give you high fives.
No. Don't encourage this, Jaden. But
I know.
The next Monday, I am so pissed off about this, man. It's so funny. The next Monday, the teacher's giving out folders, and he said, "It's like, Finn, I don't know what happened to your folder, but it's just have a look." And he hands it back to me, and there's this nasty, greasy, big stain on the front. And I'm like, what the hell is that? I look at him and he's flipping laughing. Everyone else is laughing. I'm like, what is going on? I look inside. This fucker has put a Burger King chip in my folder. And it had been there over the weekend. And it stunk.
Oh.
And it just, like, the squelch of the chip just, it stained my folder. And it refused to move. It was just there. It was tattooed onto it.
Robert, you cheeky fuck.
It was so funny because I completely forgot I did that, and it was so perfect because I sat next to you and you got it back as well.
I'm pretty sure you ate the chip.
I didn't eat the chip, man.
That might have been me, actually.
I hid it. You might have. I hid it.
Right, before we get on to Loki, right, I know, right, Robert's a freaking college, right? Right, I know we're going off topic, but I remember a time when we were in...
Yesterday.
No, we were in class. And I was sitting there, and none of us knew where Robert went. We just didn't know where the hell he went. And, like, time passed by, like, 40 minutes or 30 minutes. I don't know what happened, right? And I went to go for a wee, and I came back. And as I'm sitting back down, I see a leg under one of the desks next to one of our mates. I look under. This man is fast asleep under the desk. And he just gets up and then he's just like, yo guys, and nobody knew where he went. We were just like, wait, did he just leave the classroom and no one knew where he went? But no, this man just like, you know what, I'm gonna go under the desk and just shut my eyes.
Do you remember in our first year in art, when like, I was like carrying paint along, you moved your elbow, and you knocked it all over the floor? The best part of this story was, we was in college, and I was in my fucking pyjamas.
Yeah, and I covered his pyjamas in paint because I knocked it with my elbow, and as I'm trying to clear it up, I look up, and the art teacher was pissed. He was towering over me. No, the scene...
Towering over you.
The scene reminded me of, you know, when Krennic goes to meet Vader? That's what it reminded me of. It was just so intense. I looked up, and it's just, oh... I hate you, Robert. You're the worst human being I've ever met in my life. But anyways...
Thanks.
Loki, episode 5. Okay,
yeah.
What do you guys think of this episode? My goodness.
I love
11 out of 10.
I will give it an 11.7 out of 10.
I'll give it a 12.
Oh, Robert keeps one. You know, no, I'm going to give it a 12.1 out of 10.
I'll give it a 12 too. Alright, let's just... Okay, it's above 10, okay? All of ours are above 10.
We're just trying to keep one up in each other, but genuinely... I wasn't joking, by the way. This episode, I can't... There's not enough numbers in the alphabet. Hang on. There's not enough numbers.
Oh yeah.
There's not enough numbers to describe this episode. Okay. I've never had an episode of anything where the split second it was done, I called Jaden, and we literally just... sat there.
We talked about it
we talked about it for like
for an hour and a
for-
half.
yeah, an hour and a half, and I put my Discord camera on, and we were literally going through frame by frame every single part of this episode, just trying to find the little Easter eggs. Because normally you just go on your phone and you'd be like, oh, there was an Easter egg for that, and then no, we noticed all of them before we went online. So when I was scrolling through, I was like, yeah, I've seen that, I've seen that, I've seen that, I've seen that, I've seen that. It's just...
That
Did you guys...
It was goodness.
Did you guys ever, like, sit up during this episode? Like, generally just sit forward and be like,
did.
oh my god.
I think so.
From the start onwards, I continue to sit forward.
I could not take my eyes off the screen, which I know isn't what you typically do.
During the call between Finn and I, we were like, oh yeah, I legit missed a whole lot of things.
He missed Throg.
I missed goddamn
At first, I
Frog,
thought it was a
for
tiny
God's sake.
Loki, but then I realised it wasn't.
I knew it was Frog straight away because I'm
Because I was so
yeah.
focused on like the Lokis, like on their like adventure. I never really paid attention to anything else. But then on like my second watch, I was like, okay, I see that now. Holy shit, that happened.
Yeah, it's just insane to, like, the Easter eggs that they chose to put in there. Like, for example, Throg, which you'd never see. You've got the Thanos copter, which is literally, like, a meme. And they generally just
Yeah.
put it in there.
If
Got a
you
giant yellow jacket helmet as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
if any of you if anyone told me that and then let's say like a few years ago, if someone told me that, oh yeah, and this you would see would get Throg, would get multiple Lokis, would get the fucking Living Tribunal. Oh,
Oh yeah.
I'll chuck you on a mental asylum. But Jesus Christ,
Yeah, it's ridiculous to the point where they've added all these things, and it's weird that it makes sense that it's there.
Yeah, it's like it's
Yeah.
fan service, but in an extremely good way, because it makes 100% sense why it's here
Yeah.
in this episode.
I really want to see how Marvel used to make like these like spin-off stuff, like they did like a Hail the King with like the fake Mandarin, they did something else, right? I want to see a spin-off episode where the TVA is going after like Thanos in his helicopter, but with their little fucking prune sticks. I want to see what the hell they do against that. They have
That would be funny.
perfectly throw. No, TVA needs some long-range weapons, by the way.
What if they miss? They could get each
True.
that'd be funny.
Imagine if stormtroopers right in charge of the TVA. They'd lose like half their staff because they keep killing each other. They just keep missing them.
Oh, they'll be like, oh, I missed them. Oh, never mind.
Oh, well,
they
they're
use
gone.
the TVA to destroy the TVA.
Which Mobius is kind of doing.
Did you say maybe
Picking on
pendant?
popcorn.
I said that's kind of what Mobius is doing.
Oh, wait, what did I say? Oh, yeah.
Use the
I just
TVA
remembered.
for the
I just
TVA.
remembered. Maybe
There you
it's
go.
a variant of
Pat
that.
you on the back.
Oh, by the way, in terms of like, there's certain stuff where you sit forward and be like, no way. I sat forward the most when they did that amazing camera shot at the start of the episode. Do you guys remember when it goes into TVA and it's following someone, the camera's going upside down, and it transitions into like the throne room?
That gave me
Okay,
Thor
no.
Ragnarok vibes.
Yeah. Like, the whole, like, just the colour palette in the sets in Loki, it really does remind me of Ragnarok. I thought that as well. But, like, in a good way. Because Ragnarok
they're
is
very
amazing
colourful.
sets. Yeah. Thank you, Feige, for bringing, like, so much colour to the MCU now. As for ages, like, before Captain Marvel would be like, oh, we really want some colour, some really great visuals of the MCU now, please. Like, they're great movies, but the visuals can sometimes be a bit flat. And they listened. You know, it's like, I love Civil War, but the colour palette is very, like, flat and grey a lot of the time. I mean, you look at Winter Soldier, which
True,
is
but I don't know what
basically...
they would have done for that.
Well, I mean,
Like-
you've got Winter Soldier, but you've got some really great, like, shots there, like, symbolic stuff, and just, like, great lighting, and just colours and stuff there. Do you know what I mean?
I get
Yeah.
It's just I don't think sometimes the visuals can be as colourful or
Yeah.
aesthetically pleasing, depending on
Yeah.
what the movie is.
Yeah. I get what you mean. It's like Civil War is like, it's an amazing movie, and like, I'm not the type of person where visuals bother me. It's just like, I'd like more interesting visuals.
No,
As-
I get you.
As long as it suits what it is. You know, imagine if
Yeah.
Ragnarok had like a very grey vibe to it.
Like I think the best movie for amazing visuals is Alien vs Predator 2. Like I loved that scene where it was just pitch black.
You mean Alien
And then
vs
like all the
Predator
scenes.
2?
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said.
No, you said Predator 2.
Same thing.
Is that starring Chris
No,
Hansen?
no, not the same. Not the same thing. Figured I said that. Predator 2 and Alien vs Predator 2 are not the same thing.
They're both pretty black.
Yeah, but Predator 2
I've
is
never
not
seen Predator
it.
2.
Predator 2 is fine. It's just Alien vs Predator 2. I had to pause it and ask my dad to turn up the brightness on our TVs, and we had to just be like, "Is that it? What is going on? I can't see what I'm looking at."
See, like going back to like the color thing, like in my like, okay, hey Marvel, your movies are a bit dark. Do you think you gonna think like add some color to it? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Here's Thor Ragnarok. Here's Loki. Here's
Well,
other movies.
Guardians of the Galaxy was pretty colourful.
Yeah, Guardians of the
Oh,
Galaxy
yeah,
Volume 1 was
yeah,
A few
gorgeous.
days ago.
That movie is
Yeah,
a
like
flipping rainbow.
yeah, like here's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and 2.
Mm.
And then it's just like,
They're
hey
perfect.
WB, your movies and camera shots are a bit off. Do you think you can change that?
Well,
Where
Yeah,
the
sure.
fucking universe is on?
Takes away more color and adds terrible camera shots.
I would argue that the stuff they do in the Snyder Cut, the colours, they work for the themes and the tones of what happened.
Oh
Yeah.
not Snyder Cut. How do you call it?
What we're on about? Like Man of Steel or Batman
Batman v
Superman?
Superman?
Justice League.
Oh yeah.
Mainly
yeah.
mainly Justice League.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Hot take.
Oh, here we
but
go.
I don't really like both movies.
Okay, a hot take over.
Exactly.
I mean, I can see where you mean. Like Justice League is like dog shit, but Snyder Cut is
It's okay. It's like
it's better.
slightly
It's better.
I love the
It's
Snyder
better.
Cut. Also, real quick, going back to like the Easter eggs and this stuff, they chose to put in this like, what was it, the Void? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Void.
so,
Yeah, they chose like great characters for him to be there. It's like, think of Lokis that you'd like to see. Got Kid Loki. I know this was last week's, but Kid Loki, Classic Loki, Boastful Loki, Alligator Loki, President Loki, who was like wasn't like amazing, but like I wasn't expecting him to have like a massive role.
He's
I
a
would
he's
say
a
it's
fan
good
service
character.
character.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, a lot of them were fan service characters, but a lot of them did a great job.
yeah. I loved all the they're kind of like Mad Max Lokis that are with the President one.
Mm.
It's
I like how
yeah.
with some TV series, like a certain character has their like character development from the start of the series like all the way to like to the middle or to the end of the series.
Mm.
Whereas in this one, Classic Loki, his character development was just in this entire episode.
Yeah. And
Well,
it
it was also
amazing.
in the MCU as a whole, since they did say he had a thing that happened to classic Loki, went right up until Infinity War where he faked his death.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, true.
I like how all the Lokis, they're basically it's especially Kid Loki and Classic Loki, they basically realize that they're broken and that like they're just it's like they're all sitting in a circle basically just like talking about like how like their Nexus events and just like what their problems are and stuff. It's like how they
Yeah.
start to like regret it. It's like why they're all Lokis, they're not acting like Lokis, like the ones that
Yeah.
we stay with a lot.
I was going to say as well, something that I thought was kind of cool is that the three Lokis, like classic Loki, our Loki, we're following, and Kid Loki, if you think about it, all from like the same timeline,
Uh-huh.
just at different points in it. Like Kid Loki hasn't is just the younger kid of both of those versions. He just
Yeah.
hasn't had like
Well, technically, um, we did see Kid Loki in the start of Thor 1, and he looked different.
True.
And it's like with the other Lokis as well, it's like different timelines, people look different. Well, we know that already, I don't even know why I even brought that up.
Yeah. I was just about to say, oh yeah, I like how like they're sitting down the bunker, and then like classic Loki's just talking about like what his Nexus event was, like how he got there, and then like his little thing of like you know he like they're actually like the god of they're the god of outcasts,
Yeah.
which I kind of like.
I loved everything they did with Classic Loki. He
Oh,
was
classic the
so
real
memorable.
MVP of this episode.
Yeah, they didn't... I was about to say, I don't think that they really wasted a lot of the Lokis. I know there's going to be some people annoyed at me, but in terms of the whole
I
episode,
don't know.
but it's
I was
like
just
some people were saying like President Loki was completely wasted. I didn't know enough of him. It's like he's not the main focus of the show. It's like it's cool to have him in there and have him like a little
yeah.
section.
yeah.
I don't know what we would have done with him anyway.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just think it's cool to have like a big Mad Max group of savage Lokis running around, and he's like the leader.
Do like classic Loki had Tom Hiddleston-ness in him, like the way Richard E. Grant was playing him. You could see at moments he was like emulating some Tom Hiddleston's performances as Loki.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's great as well. Were you gonna say something a minute, Jin? I think I cut you off.
Yeah, no. I was cutting you off basically. What I was gonna say was that like I can't remember now. Hang on.
I agree.
What do you
Naturally
remember?
interrupted.
Wait, what did you say, Finn? Before like, because I was gonna say something in the same lines.
I think it
Oh
was
yes,
like yeah,
yes,
go
yeah.
on.
I remember now. So like you said like, oh yeah, like don't get annoyed at you for saying this. I don't know why people would get annoyed at you because you're right. No, like no character was really wasted in that episode.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was a few
No
people online
character is based
saying
on the show.
yeah, no one's yeah. I completely agree with that. No one's been sidelined or anything. It's like everyone's had the right amount of. No one's overstayed their welcome. No one's
Everyone's had their own screen time, character
yeah,
development, all that sort of stuff.
yeah. And I'm really happy to say it's that 5 out of 6 episodes in, Loki has still been consistently
Good. Amazing.
perfect, actually.
Yeah. And like
Yeah.
you don't really need character development for other Lokis because you know who they are,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, like I said, with other two, Kid Loki and Classic Loki are just basically the same Loki.
The same person,
just
but
at
from different
points in
times.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, it is cool to also see their stories as well. And they've all got pretty unique reasons for being taken by the TVA. It's like, Classic Loki was taken by, no, he escaped Thanos. Kid Loki killed Thor. Boastful Loki, like, apparently killed Iron Man and Captain America and took all the
Captain
Infinity
America.
Stones. And then Alligator Loki just ate the wrong neighbor's cat.
I
think
think we
with,
should call him Florida Loki.
I do call
Yeah.
him Florida Loki.
I think classic Loki as well. I think he like I think he like some sort of not exiled, but I think he just stayed on this planet for like a while.
Yeah,
And like
must
he was
been
out
there
of
for a
sight.
long time.
He was there for a long time. I think his next event was that he had
left.
enough. Like he had enough. He didn't want to be alone, so
Yeah.
he decided to go back to Asgard.
Well,
And then
his
TV
nexus
was like,
event was that he survived, but just no one realised it because he faked his
He was
death
on that
and
planet.
no one knew. TVA,
And then
threw
yeah,
him
oh
and
yeah,
decided
true.
to go back into, public eyes, pretty much.
He's
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back here. And I was like, yeah, no, not.
And I don't remember which one forgot said it. It was either Classic Loki or Kid Loki, but when they were saying how never a Loki tries to fix themselves, the TVA tunes up and prunes them.
I think
Well,
it's Kid
it's
Loki
quite
who
sad.
said that.
Yeah, quite sad.
Yeah, it's like whenever there's like 'cause the whole thing about how Loki's presented in the show is that Loki can never change, and I think that's like the whole reason for the show. It's like anyone can change.
Mm.
One
It's a
thing
good
about
message as well.
Mm.
that I really find funny is that because the call that Finn and I had like when that episode came out, and then we were just talking about it. I was going through this Reddit thread on like the episode, and some people were saying, "Oh yeah, I believe that Mobius is Loki because if the void is full of Lokis, why would he be there?" Like yeah, I think Mobius is a Loki, and I was like, well,
You're
if you
That's
wrong.
say
not true,
that,
then. That means the
if
boat
if
was a Loki.
yeah, I mean, like if that's your logic, then everyone on that boat that came down and got vaporized, they're
The
all
Thanos
Lokis
cockpit
too.
is a Loki.
Thanos,
Throg is a Loki.
Thanos is a Loki. Rogue is a Loki too. The Living
Yellow
Tribunal are
Jacket was a
Lokis.
Loki.
I have seen theories that like Ravonna is a Loki, Mobius is a Loki. Not everyone's a Loki.
The
Guys,
Lokiest of all the
here's a
Lokis.
theory for me. Casey from episode 1 and 2.
He's
He's
a
a
Loki.
Loki.
Makes sense. He looks like Loki. He talks like Loki. Must be a Loki.
He's in the show as well, so there's another bit of
Yeah,
evidence
that
for
makes
you.
that's even more evidence he's a Loki.
It's basically like solid. It's basically confirmed at this point. You've heard it here, folks. The scoop is ours.
If you're in the Loki TV series, guess what? You're a Loki.
You're a Loki.
You're a Loki.
Oh, I
Yeah.
want to say, we've skipping ahead a bit, but I like the scene with classic Loki, Kid Loki, Florida Loki, and Mobius talking about stuff. And
Yeah.
Yes,
Mobius was
that
like,
was. I love
I mean,
that.
how do we even know he's a Loki?
He is green,
And
isn't
classic
he?
Loki's like, he's green, isn't he? He's got
That means
horns.
every single alligator ever is a Loki. Anything green is a Loki. Apparently my mic I'm wearing is a Loki.
You're making a Loki.
Guys, Green Lantern is a Loki then.
My socks are Lokis. Oh wait, no, they're white. Never mind.
Are you color?
They are. I'm trying to think of a superhero that wears white.
Um,
Can't think of any.
uh,
Moon Knight.
Batman.
White Vision. Your socks are White Vision.
Moon Knight.
You know when you get those game shows where you try and like say if there's a question where it's just like name a fruit that is orange, and you'd be like, oh, you
It's
say
like,
orange.
oh, banana.
Yeah, it's something you try and say as quick as you could. You're like, name a white superhero, White Vision. That's something you'd say.
You know what meme I
Technically,
like
it's
recently? Do you know what meme I like recently? But it's like last week's stuff. How it's that Brooklyn Nine-Nine thing, and it's like, oh yeah, if you like this, then name like 3 of these things.
I know what he's gonna
And it's
say.
like, it says like, oh yeah, you like Batman. What was that? Oh yeah, you like superheroes. Name 3 superheroes then, and you name like 3 variations of superheroes.
There was one where it
Oh,
said, oh,
so
you
true.
like Loki? Name 5 characters. Loki.
Loki,
Yeah, just
Loki.
I
There you go, and name 5 characters.
I have to say that the big Loki brawl in it's a big what bowling place, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that first time watching, but it's such a like the set and the colors and everything that's on there. It's giving me such
Wait.
Ragnarok vibe. What?
Does that mean the TVA pruned a bowling place?
I mean,
More than one there.
what they toured like the entire bit of New York.
I guess New York must have been evil.
What else did they prune? But what did all
Hang.
those weird little, like, those little weird vase
Oh,
goose
little ball
things?
creatures.
Yeah, what did they do wrong? Just being fucking irritating.
Exist. That's what they did.
Damn.
Damn, what did that pizza truck have to do to the TVA?
Oh yeah,
pizza
what
cart.
did they
They
do?
didn't get Buzz
Delivery car.
and Woody to the location they were going to.
I saw something really stupid on Instagram. There was a train, of all the wreckage where the opening scene where it was just going through like bits of New York and all these different places, right? There was a train, and someone like screenshot it, and then they did like a red arrow pointing towards it, and like, oh my god, it's the train from Spider-Man 2. I'm like, they didn't invent trains.
I knew exactly that's where you were going with that.
Sam Raimi didn't invent trains. By the
He
way,
did.
It's like,
He did.
Did he now?
Yeah.
I love him even more
I mean,
now.
I mean,
I
he
like
was Spider-Man 2, he must have invented it.
I
Best
like the
director.
like going back to the what do you call it? That scene in the bowling alley, like the brawl.
Mm.
I like how like Kid Loki's just grabbing onto like Florida Loki the
Oh,
entire time and just trying to
oh,
escape,
so cute.
and then Loki's just like trying to dodge everyone getting thrown in front of him and stuff like that.
I liked how he just had his hand on his face, just like, oh, for fuck's
Yeah,
sake.
because he knows what's gonna happen. He knows himself too well. I love the scene where it's just like, "You bastard! You let him right to our place," and then it's just like he betrays him, and then it's just like, "You can't be serious. We're the deal." And he's just like, "No, my throne, my army," and they're like, "About that," and they all turn on him, and it's everyone's turning on each other.
I love how
It,
the other
there-
Loki,
there were-
after betraying President Loki, betrayed each other during the fight.
Yeah.
It was just so
you
funny.
know, there were a lot of Get Help references during that.
Oh yeah,
he threw
multiple
the
Lokis
alligator.
throwing each other.
Everyone was getting every Loki pretty much in there was getting thrown.
Hmm.
Even Alligator Loki got thrown.
I love how like
Florida Loki.
what was I gonna say?
Or
Boastful Loki,
Illusion,
Boastful Loki just shoves President Loki's face straight into some popcorn.
Did he?
Yeah, like there's a close. He just shoved him straight into some popcorn.
And I like President Loki's hand just, gets
Got
chopped off.
bitten off.
Why the hell is there an alligator in here? Dude's asking
Look
the
at
real
Loki.
questions.
Mm. I like to think that Florida Loki isn't even a variant of Loki. It's just a crocodile that turned up with horns one day, and they assumed it must have been a Loki.
Just like, oh, let's take him. The TV shows up and it's like, oh, just
Like,
bring him in anyways.
So the TVA is so stupid. Like that's an actual alligator with like some Loki crown prop on it, and like the cat he ate was actually like, you know, like destined to be some sort of like famous cat or something, and like
It was a black
alligator.
cat.
He ate Garfield.
Florida Loki ate the cat, and it was like, well, look, it's just a normal alligator with a crown on it. Let's just bring it in. No one has to know.
You know what I was just thinking about, right? They must have put Florida Loki on trial. Imagine that. Just how do you play it? He's just sitting there.
He couldn't have got tickets either. They must have carried him through.
Yeah. How would you imagine him just please sign here to confirm this everything you've ever said. He's just sitting there, just looking at it.
It's just a bunch of growls on a paper. Also, what is everyone in Florida Loki's universe like a crocodile, or is he just like Odin's pet in that universe?
Son, you are adopted. And Crocodile Loki just sits there, just like no, Alligator Loki.
Alligator noises.
You know what I also like as well?
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys probably picked this up, but when President Loki's there, and then I forgot who it is, but they called them it's like, oh yeah, you guys are wolves, and it's like, I prefer to be we prefer to be called snakes. I was like,
Oh,
huh,
yeah.
that's a little
that's,
reference to kids.
I'll eat them
Loki's
both.
yeah.
kids sort of thing, because you got, was it
I
Fenrir?
forgot the name. Yeah, Fenrir and something. Wasn't Fenrir the name of the big wolf?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ragnarok.
yeah, Fenrir and Jorgenheimer, is that it?
I think so, yeah. Loki's a weird guy. He fucked a wolf and a snake.
Yeah, he's mind you, he can shapeshift, so pretty shapeshift into a wolf.
It's just
And
so
also
sort of
shapeshift
thing.
into a...
In Norse mythology,
Let's just move on.
Odin sent Loki to shag a horse.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up. Excuse me. No, I lost the bet with Thor.
Oh, just imagine how that could have turned out. Because episode 1, how the whole DB Cooper thing. It's like, oh, I lost a bet to Thor, now I'm still winning. Nah, you lost a bet to Thor, now you have to fuck a horse.
It's just that's maybe no wait, this is my best part. It's the best part. I was young and I lost the bet to Thor.
Just imagine, he doesn't show up, but maybe it's just like, wait, this is the best part. It's your turn now.
Excuse me. No,
Maybe they're like, I am the variant of that hole.
and like, you know, in episode 4 where he puts Loki in that like bad memory like prison where he keeps going over and over again, he puts him in that memory.
Yeah.
And he just sees a horse and is like, oh no.
Oh no.
Let's just move on, shall we?
I lost a bet to fall. So goofy, but... Oh, can we talk about how good
We
Sylvie
also-
was in this episode?
I was gonna
Oh,
say
yeah.
we also saw Ronan's ship, didn't we?
I thought it was Thanos' ship
Yeah.
at first.
I thought
Yeah,
it was a
but-
short helicarrier.
Mm.
There was as well.
It was both. Jesus.
Also, Finn, do you know how we're talking about? Oh yeah, there was that aircraft and we didn't know what it was.
It's Red Skull's escape.
Yeah,
thing,
it was.
isn't
It was Red Skull's little escape aircraft.
I didn't know what the
from
hell it was. I just
First
presumed it
Avenger.
was some random board. Oh, by the way, I don't know if any of you guys know this. You know when, after the big slapstick Loki brawl, where they just leave through that green portal and Richard E. Grant is just like, God damn it! Behind, you can see, I thought it was like a building, and then the camera zooms out a bit, and that's the ship from Lamentis before it gets smacked into the moon.
Oh,
Shit, is it?
Yeah, it was there.
They could have
That's
used
cool.
that to escape.
I would have said something, but I only found out yesterday. I was like, well, really?
I need to watch it again instead of just focusing on the characters. Look around the outside of it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wait, going back to Sylvia a minute.
Yeah,
I liked when her and Loki meet up again. The banter they have
yeah,
with talking about like when she's like, "Oh my God, that was your plan,"
yeah.
and then the other Lokis were like, "Well, I had doubts."
And then Alligator Loki's just sitting there, just doesn't know what the hell's going on.
Oh,
Like, yeah, I like just going off topic for a bit. Like, I like how like nearly every conversation they have, the camera focus the camera like focus on every like character there,
Yeah.
even Alligator Loki.
Yeah, where it's just like a close up of everyone's face, and it's just this alligator just looking off into the
It's
distance.
just Alligator looking at.
Have you seen
I was
how they
like,
actually filmed
nice.
with Alligator Loki? They literally got a blue
Blue
plushie.
little. Yeah, because wasn't it the director like put a thing on Twitter and it's like, oh wow,
He's such a diva and the
yeah.
hardest actor I've ever had to
oh
work
yeah,
with.
yeah. Is it? I was like, that's nice, that's cool.
I
Yeah,
think
going
it's
back
cool
to
how they
Sylvie.
did that. Sorry, go on.
Oh no, I was gonna say like going off what Robert said, like the banter they have throughout the episode,
Yeah.
and like the close to the end how the whole blanket thing.
That great
Oh,
scene, by
yeah.
the way. Great scene.
It really
I
is.
thought
Like,
Loki put it around himself first.
Is this a tablecloth? That was a full-on roast right there, because I was thinking to myself, like, that's a pretty shit blanket, Loki.
He was so upset by it. He's like, "Oh,
it looks like one of those rugs that you put on the floor, right? And like like children sit on
like a
it
rug,
like
yeah.
to eat. No, like I mean like those dinner rugs where instead of like little children, like say you have a big family gathering and like the adults sitting at the table and then you put like this dinner rug on the floor and the kids eat there. So if there's still food on it, no one's really gonna give a shit.
oh,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you get, like, a really shitty material, like a kid's birthday party.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what
Yeah.
you mean by that.
yeah. It will also like the whole thing of like the tablecloth. Like a little kid's birthday party tablecloth, just throw it
got it
on
from-
there.
He actually just, like, he didn't actually, like, summon it. He just, like, teleported that from some kid's birthday party. And he just cuts back to some kid with, like, food all over the floor. Just, like, the table's all gone. It's like, no.
No, like the table's still there, but it's just bare at the top. And like all like his birthday cake's on the floor.
Yeah, everything's all toppled over. It's just, wee.
It's like
I mean,
Loki looks at it. Oh, there's some cake on this thing.
Yeah, there's crumbs on this.
They realize, ah, shit.
I was about to make a joke about cake then.
Robert is
Say your
go,
joke.
go on, Robert. Go on.
Say-
Go on.
I was going to
Say
say
your
that wasn't
joke.
the only cake Loki wanted.
Oh, I get it. He's talking about chocolate cake because Loki loves chocolate cake.
Yeah,
I get it.
chocolate cake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because there was chocolate cake on the
Yeah.
blanket. I get it. I get it. That was a funny
No,
joke.
no, no. There was two cakes on the blanket. There
Yeah,
was
yeah.
chocolate cake
Loki's cake.
and and vanilla cake, I
Cheesecake.
guess. And we had cheesecake. Cheesecake's good.
I might need to go back
Yeah,
and rewatch
cheesecake.
it
Anyway,
then.
let's move.
Like,
Oh no, we have gone so off track.
bring it back. I like the
Let's
conversation between them in the blanket.
Yeah, it
let's
was
bring it
so
back to the
good.
conversation of a tablecloth.
It's something that they'd actually come to mind. It's like if you were another Loki, would you just betray me, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah.
I'm hoping that's not foreshadowing for like Sylvie betraying Loki.
oh no, I
or
don't.
Loki
No, no, no.
betraying Sylvie.
I guarantee you, she won't.
I hope not. I'll be so sad.
It won't happen.
Wait,
Guarantee it.
wait, guarantee what?
He's on about if Sylvie will betray Loki. That will not happen. I swear to
Yeah,
God.
I'm hoping.
Oh,
I really hope not.
if it like, I'm hoping it doesn't. Like, I like, I love the friendship they have and all that. But oh my God, if it does happen, I hate to say this, I'm gonna give this show bad reviews.
It won't happen. I don't see why it would happen. You know when she prunes herself and she's just like, do you have any? I'll put you in a good memory. And
Yeah, like
she's just like, just one.
she prunes herself for him, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, why would she betray him?
I must say,
Unless
I
unless she was like, mind controlled, but
nah.
Anyway, continue.
I
on.
must say, I
Finny-
fucking hate Ravonna Renslayer. She's, when you get those villains where it's like,
He's annoying.
it's like, when you get Vader, for example, it's just like you feel bad for him. You look at Ponkrell, you want him to fucking die. You look at Maul, he's too cool for you to hate him. Ravonna's that one person you just want her to die. It's that one Harry Potter movie where it's that one bitch in like the 8th movie or something. Where
Umbridge?
Oh,
yeah,
you're on
Umbridge,
about-
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That
Umquan.
pink ass bitch.
I just hate her so much. Like, obviously,
Her logic made no sense.
You know
when
what?
she
I'm
was like-
actually gone.
When she was talking about how like, oh, it changes nothing. You create the TV. I was there like, it fucking changes everything.
Yeah, it does. Like, that's your boss. You know?
And they were fake.
Yeah. That's
And you're like, no, it changes nothing.
yeah. I think that she obviously got some ulterior motives. I reckon she does know what's going on.
Yeah, like I said last
You know-
week.
Do you know what
I
I?
think she has some
Do you know what I
connection to
think?
Kang in the comics.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, yeah, she does, because I think she's like highly in love with Kang, or like at one point
Yeah.
they're a thing.
And so does Aeloth, the giant cloud monster. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, yeah. Elioth is a good old pal of Kang.
Yeah.
Do you know
There's,
what
like, all these Kang references.
Do you know what I would
It'd be
hope?
strange if it's not
Oh.
Kang.
And like what Finn and I pointed out, and as well as other people, how everyone thought that was like the Avengers Tower. It's not. It's
Oh, yeah,
the
it says
Kang, like
Kang
like
on it,
QE, Kang as in like QENG,
Yeah.
and it's like that's owned by
It's got the name, but it's like an alien.
Nathaniel Reeds, who then becomes Kang,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
or I
think
think
it
it's like
is
or I
Kang.
think it's
Any
already
references
Kang.
for Kang not to be the like mastermind behind it all, even though
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
like
think
it's like
Kang will be the big boss of the show.
yeah,
think
it's
it'd
like
be like a
it's like what I
little
said to what do you call it, Finn the other day. It's like I'd like it like if had like the same as sort of style of Avengers, how Loki
Yeah.
was the main villain there, and then in this
Oh my God.
series Loki's still the
again.
main villain.
Loki
It's
just
like
keeps
Loki
introducing
again, but
the
like
main villain.
like the post-credit scene for this is like Kang sort of like Kang like is
It's the exact same
introduced.
camera angle, just with Kang.
Yeah. And he's got his balancing a knife on his finger. Yeah, what I was going to say before is that the whole Ravonna thing and her interaction with Miss Minutes, I reckon
Hiya,
this
hon.
this is this is gonna sound like stupid, but you know how Miss Minutes has like all those
No,
files
they're
of
not
stuff.
lesbians, Jaden. If that's what you're bringing
No,
up.
no, no. That's not what I'm gonna say. That's not what I'm gonna say. I was gonna say that you know how Miss Minutes has all those files,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like she's like, oh yeah, I'm trying to find like details on, you know, like I'm trying to find details on like the timekeepers and all that, like where they actually are. And it's like, like I think she's purposely like trying to like
Yeah, she was.
stall.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the whole point of that scene.
Plus, there was no spacecraft either.
Yeah.
Do you think Miss Minutes is a variation of Harley Quinn?
No.
Probably is. She is, man. Why else would you get
No.
her wrong?
She's
Oh,
a she's a she's a
Batman
she's a
crossover
vari
confirmed.
she's a variation of Timmy Turner.
Well, she's voiced by Timmy, like the same actress who did Timmy Turner.
Not wrong.
Yeah, Tara Strong.
Yeah. Like I said, Harley Quinn.
Oh, did she do Harley Quinn as well?
Yeah. She's in the
She was
Harley
the
Quinn.
original Harley Quinn.
Tara Strong does everything. My God.
I think
She
she was
does
in
do
the Arkham
everything.
series, Harley Quinn.
Hopefully she does me. Hey.
That's a strange thing to say, Jason.
Yeah,
Yes,
like
it is.
especially what you want to bang Timmy Turner?
Yeah.
No.
You wanna bang a clock?
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn. You're strange.
Yeah, that's a literal
Harley Quinn's
animated
weird.
character, my dude. Like that's someone drew that.
She's a Jessica
Yeah.
as well.
So?
Someone drew that.
You know
You're
what?
wrong
You know
with
what? I'm not gonna upload any other part of this podcast but that one little segment and make one of those like the quartering thumbnails just to fucking expose Jaden.
Jaden exposed. He wants to bank a cartoon character.
But put like a completely irrelevant like cartoon character on there, like the fucking zebra from Madagascar. Just
Hey, he has a name. It's Marty.
that's what I said. Oh yeah, no, I said zebra. Never
No,
mind.
you see the zebra from Madagascar.
The characters they're just there's my favorite character from Madagascar. I like the lion, giraffe, hippo,
You got
zebra,
Alex the lion, Marty the zebra,
zebra the
Melman the
zebra.
giraffe, and Gloria the hippo.
Yeah, I know. I was kidding. You dick.
Hey,
Can we talk about?
let's just move on.
Can we talk about like the finale of the episode with classic Loki literally just flipping building Asgard, which is
yeah.
an absolute god
Loki
moment,
being the final MVP of this thing.
dude. So
He
good.
accessed 5% of his power.
You know, I was like, when that happened, I was hoping like Kid Loki would like help like join the fight, but then I realized, wait, he's too busy sorting out Young Avengers stuff.
He's too busy signing his contract with.
Yeah, he's too busy signing his contract with Young Avengers.
Yeah, yeah. I can see him being used again for the future, but classic Loki. Oh my god, I suspected he would come back because I saw a big like green glow when like they were trying to distract, Elias.
I knew he was going to come back when it cut to him walking away and then looking back at them.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
classic,
It's
this
like-
character's gonna
yeah.
come back.
It's like that. Yeah, he's had such a really great arc in this episode as well. It's just it was
It
sad
has.
as well.
It's kind of cool, because it's like a continuation of OG Loki's arc as well. 'Cause
Yeah.
Oh,
I
and
think I
also-
always wondered, since
also-
Infinity War, it's, okay, I see how it is. Just, yeah, alright.
What?
I was talking and you just put it in. I was
Yeah,
okay,
but
okay,
you still
I can
could
come
have
back.
kept going.
Yeah, no, you wanted to talk. You go.
You continue. Bloody hell, Robert! Say what you want to say.
No, you go first. I'll go after.
Okay then. Thank you so
Jesus
kindly.
Christ, all right.
So what I was going to say is that I like the connection between Mobius and Loki. Like at the end, it was like, oh, they did a hug. Oh,
Yeah, that was a great scene as well. Thank you, my friend.
it's enough to make a grown man cry.
It'd be funny if Loki got pissed when he's just like, "You're my favorite."
Grown
Like,
men.
you fucking what?
Grown man being me.
I mean, Loki probably thinks he's talking about him because, like, he didn't see him looking at Sylvie.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
great arc for Loki as well. It's like you never really see him like referring anyone to as a friend. You
And
know.
he initiated a hug.
Well, you know what I mean. Like the whole
Yeah, no,
point.
I'm saying he initiated the hug. That's like a big step for him.
Yeah. It's like it's contrast to the moment where in episode 1 it's just like, I'm Agent Mobius, by the way. Kid shows to shake his hand. He's like, nah. Contrast to this,
Yeah.
he's like shaking it. No, he's like giving him a hug.
I'm trusting this. Nah, give me a hug.
I hope next episode, when Mobius said he's going to burn the TVA down, we just bump into like Mobius with an army of jet skis.
Or no,
flying
no.
around TVA.
He goes to the back of the room of the TVA, and it's just a massive plug socket, and he takes it out, and it's all like gone. It's all burnt to the ground.
Just jet skis.
It's just like he pulls the plug out, and all these jet skis just come out of nowhere.
Yeah, and he's just like, wow.
Wow, there's a giant jet ski.
No, like they're all jet skis, but like the fuel caps have been taken off. So you just got like fuel just leaking out, and he just pushes them everywhere.
That would be funny if there
That'd
was
be
just a giant plug socket to take down the TVA, and he takes it out like, I wonder what will happen. He just takes it out, and the show ends.
That's it. Just it ends there.
Yeah, that's just no. That's like the end of the MCU. We just take the plug out, and it's just that's it.
Then it just cuts to back. All you hear is, wow.
Wow. But I love this
That really
episode
worked.
so much. You know how I've gone in the past and I've talked about how the MCU is just so creative with their concept. It's like, for example, WandaVision's like a thriller sitcom in a way with like sinister elements. Falcon and Winter Soldier's basically like a buddy cop series, and it goes into like themes of like racism and just like where your place is in the world and purpose and stuff. And then Loki's basically about
Yeah, losing trust in your
Owen
government.
Wilson.
yeah, it's just like this like imagine when you got like genre of like shows and stuff, like you click, oh, what's this about? And it's genre Owen Wilson.
Genre own.
But like it's just the concept for this episode. It's just Loki gets stuck in a void timeline where everything the TVA dumps, and it's basically just a big Mad Max of just surviving Loki's. And it does make sense because Loki's a character. He's like he survives, and I think it's
Yeah,
clever
he's a
how
character.
yeah, and I think it's clever how they used like Loki as a character like who like he
Oh, yeah?
survived. Shut up, Robert. Like he's the one he's like the survivors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Loki,
You don't get my point, do
they're
you?
like probably the best survivors.
Yeah.
Probably why was the most
Also-
in the void place.
What did you say?
Wait, who? Me or Jade?
You.
You.
I was gonna say it's probably why there's a shit ton more Lokis in the void. Well, I think that's what the place is called. But it's probably because like Lokis are just incredibly good
Yeah.
at surviving.
I just think it's a fucking amazing concept. Go on, Jaden.
I was gonna say like a little like thing as well. I'm not sure if you guys mentioned it before, but Trickster Loki was in it as well.
Which one was
So
that?
like, do you know how? So do you know in episode 2?
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
So and how I had like the Loki there with like thing was like
The
wearing like sunglasses,
Yeah, I know which one you're talking
sunglasses,
about. I
and
know
and
it's
like
that.
the little like tree ant like the tree stick antlers, I
Yeah.
guess. Like he
I
like
like
he was
handlebar
there as well.
Yeah, I love the...
Handlebar Loki was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
he has like a bicycle helmet, and then he had like bike handlebars. It's like, and there was also another Loki whose entire body was made out of no, his entire outfit was made out of like vehicle like number plates, and that's like very like apocalyptic. It's just it's so
Number
cool.
plate Loki.
Number plate Loki.
Taxation.
Handlebar Loki, number plate Loki. Who else was there?
Tax evasion Loki.
Tax evasion mode.
It's a shame that British Loki didn't show up. Our version, Robert, the Adidas tracksuit Loki.
Oh yeah, the Chav Loki.
Or if there's any animal Loki I want to show up, it'll be the Australian version, Blokey, where it's just a kangaroo.
Jaden
yeah,
Loki.
yeah. I don't think that's gonna happen, guys, because I didn't get a call about the audition.
Yeah,
Oh.
mate.
Maybe they just didn't think you were the right fit for it. We were like, no, not Jaden guy.
Well, what the
Let's get
fuck?
Baden. Yeah, well, do a tease acting.
It's a bloody crisp head.
If
can
that
tell you that.
happened, I would have laughed so
Before you said
hard.
Christmas Loki.
You know
Oh,
what?
we're going.
For Comic Con this year, I want to make a Loki outfit.
Just make it kangaroo with horns.
Just go in like a kangaroo
It's just,
onesie with just like some Loki horns.
I'll just get like, get boomerangs and like attach it to
Boomerang
like some
Loki.
like Australian like hat sort of thing,
Uh-huh.
and just wear like a Crocodile Dundee outfit, but like
I was
change it
thinking
to, like a
Crocodile
green and
Dundee
like
Loki.
green and gold.
Oh, right, well, moving on.
Do you guys want
Going
to talk
back
about...
to,
Sorry, go on, Robert. I always
I was going to go
interrupt you.
back to Loki and Sylvian chanting Aelif.
Yeah, oh, it's so good.
Fuck, that was
The
amazing.
special effects are absolutely incredible. Have you seen the
It looks
set?
very good.
On behind the scenes, it was usually a field
No.
and like a few cameras. And it was... No, right? That whole... they didn't actually go to a field. They built that in a studio.
Do you know Aelif wasn't actually meant to be in the show? What happened was a big, like, monstrous cloud turned up one
And they
day,
just kept
and they were like, and
filming.
they just happened to be recording.
They
And
literally... Grant
Tom
actually
Hiddleston,
died.
yeah,
No,
yeah, he did.
no.
He genuinely just died.
Do you know what actually? Do you know what it actually was supposed to be? Instead of Alien, it was
Galactus.
supposed to be. It was supposed to be Galactus from Fantastic Four 2. That was
Galactus
supposed to
Loki.
be that was supposed to be the introduction of the Fantastic Four.
I did think that. I was like, oh, is it this thing? I'm glad they didn't make it just a cloud. Like, it's got like a...
It's
It's
got a
got...
face. It's like,
Yeah,
hey.
so I did like the whole side note. I did like there was a lot of tension surrounding this place. It's like obviously Loki's gonna make it out, but it's like, I'm not sure about the other ones. And
Yeah.
it's like
It,
if you're in that place, it's like it's very tension filled because like everywhere you go, there's a fucking cloud trying to murder you.
Imagine
when I
saying
when
that one day. Such a riff.
I,
I'm trying to get killed by a cloud.
I when I first watched that episode and like first saw like Alias, I was like, my mind instantly went to Galactus. Galactus is
That's
like
who Aelif is. Who just deviated in like Fantastic Four 2's interpretation of Galactus and just ruined it.
Then in that case, I don't blame them for dumping it.
Yeah.
It didn't even do anything wrong. It's like, right, you're coming with us. But no. I've seen enough.
No. Have you seen the comics? And you do not look like Galactus, mate.
Imagine if he actually was arrested by the TVA. It's like, how the fuck would you prune that?
To just throw a baton at it.
Speaking of, just going off topic for a bit. Speaking of like Fantastic Four 2, have you seen a thing where it's like apparently Silver Surfer wasn't like CGI? Like they actually
Yeah,
had like a
he just turned
full-on
up one day.
model.
Like Silver
That-
Surfer
that-
wasn't meant to
that-
be in a movie.
Yeah, they have full-on like Silver Surfer model for that movie,
Wait, really?
and they just used it. Yeah,
When you said like he wasn't CGI, I was thinking just like, wait, Lawrence Fishburne voiced him. Wait a second, there's no way that's Lawrence Fishburne.
I'll
What?
send it to you, Finn.
Send this to me. That's
Uh.
cool that they've done that. I mean, shit film, but you know, I'll give them credit where credit is due. Oh, do you guys want to talk about Kang theories?
Oh, yeah. I think
Well,
this is
let
gonna
me
be
just
key
let me
then.
just say that castle in the end, because goddamn,
Oh
people
yeah.
have some mad
People are like,
some
oh,
mad
Doctor
theories about
Who.
that.
Some people
Me
are
and
saying
Finn had a conversation about it on Snapchat.
yeah, some people are saying it's Doctor Doom's castle. I don't think that they'd bring in Doctor Doom.
Well, a lot of people saying it was Doctor Doom's castle, but like Doctor Doom isn't there. It's actually Kang who's in there. But like, what's the
He took
point?
it. He's like, it's my cousin Albert.
It's mine, bitch.
He took it at gunpoint.
Kang walked in there with a 9mm. Spread your shit! Spread
I
your
will
shit,
say-
Doom!
You know what? I don't think, like, here my faith for who's in the castle, in my order of most likeliness. I've changed my order from what I told Finn, but I think it's either going to be Loki, or another Loki, Kang, or Doctor Doom. If there's like the three choices we're getting, that's my order of likeliness.
Yeah. I do hope it is Kang now. Because there is a bit
He
of,
just in there like, hey,
Hey, sorry about that.
sorry guys,
Sorry,
I'm not
sorry
really
about
watching your timeline.
Yeah, yes, very sorry about
reckon-
that.
I hate to be like all like cocky and stuff like that, but I reckon it'll be like what I said, like if, like have Loki be like the big bad throughout the entire series, like what King Loki be the big bad, but then the
Mm.
post-credit scene it'll be Kang.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It might be like the first Avengers movie where Loki is just a pawn for Thanos, and then in this he's just a pawn for Kang. Like, he just can't get away from it. Like, whenever they introduce Galactus, Loki can be a pawn for Galactus as well.
I
He will
wouldn't
be the Silver Surfer.
I wouldn't mind if it
Either
was
that,
actually a Loki, is execution wise.
or... Yeah, either that, or this Loki will be taking Doctor Doom's role from Secret Wars, where he kind of brings the timeline in together and becomes like God Doom or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But instead it's like God King Loki or King God Loki.
That
It could
that
be a
is
thing
actually
that's
pretty
like-
interesting. I did just think of something though. We have seen King Loki in a snippet of one of the TV spots, right?
Yeah,
I'm
isn't he,
guessing-
like Glorious Purpose or something.
Yeah, I'm guessing that that's just a little flashback or vision or something like that, where something that he sees that he wants. Would Marvel put that in one of the trailers if that's who it's actually revealed to be?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, they have
I
done, sorry, I was just gonna say they have done the like the Endgame thing. How they had the scene of Black Widow like firing her gun at the target, but then that actually
No.
wasn't in the movie. So
True. Yeah, this might just not be in it for all we know.
True that. I just think it's
it could be like
interesting
we
of
need
an
more
ending.
scenes.
It's just like, oh crap,
Yeah.
where is this? And it just ends. I do fully believe, well, not fully believe, but I do think it could be Kang, because Kang is going to be in
Oh yeah, like
Ant-Man,
I was like
Ant-Man 2, Ant-Man 3, I
no
mean.
no doubt like
Yeah.
no doubt like Kang is behind it all.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
But then,
I've
like-
seen people saying how like, oh, the Kang theory is like the Mephisto 2.0 theory. But it's really not.
We have
Mephisto,
we
the
have
Mephisto
we have
theory
solid
had
evidence
no
that
substance.
it's
Yeah, there was
we
no
have
Within-
solid
definitive
like
evidence.
evidence and proof that it's
Yeah.
that it's there's things that lead to it being Kang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, with two characters in the fucking show that are directly linked to Kang. As well as the fact we
Oh,
know
I
Kang's
s-
going to turn up in the MCU at some point.
Yeah.
I
That,
was on this like discussion thread, right? And it was like they're talking about like things that happened to Loki, and this one guy commented saying, "Is like, oh yeah, I like how they mentioned Nightmare and Blade," and I was like, and I replied back saying, "Wait, when did this happen?" And like, oh yeah, during the President Loki scene, I'm like, do you mean when he mentioned a blade as in the item of a blade and Nightmare as in a dream sequence of a nightmare? Not the actual characters. And he's like, oh yeah, that. And I'm like, oh my god, some of
Bruh.
these fucking people.
I hate when people do that. When, like, you could have a character named Big Hammer, and then, like, it won't be in, like, the show or anything, and then someone will make a reference to, like, oh yeah, I've got a really big hammer at home. And people are like, oh my god, the character is confirmed to be in the show.
what an odd comparison, but I get what you mean.
Yeah, so it's like, like, because, there are some things in Marvel that, have like, made references, and hopefully they're future characters. Like, what, Thor Ragnarok, we had Beta Ray Bill and Man-Thing?
Nah.
Man-Thing and Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah.
And then we have Kang.
Got Adam Warlock at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, Adam Warlock. Yeah, which I'm a bit disappointed with that because, they've already defeated Thanos like twice, and yet Adam Warlock hasn't been really a thing since then. So
Yeah, I reckon they'll use him soon, I reckon.
It'll probably be in the third movie.
Oh, also, I'm surprised
Yeah.
that the actress for Ravonna Renslayer hasn't been getting slated on Twitter just for playing Ravonna Renslayer. You know how
Oh, yeah.
like,
it's
some
just
actors...
female guys.
Well, he's
Maybe shouldn't have done anything to piss people
he's
off.
right. To be fair.
I'm right. I'm right because people are like, oh, she's a female. It's her job to be like that. But when it comes to male villains, it's like, oh my god, we all hate him. I'm
Yeah.
like, shut the fuck up.
It's stupid.
Get off your fucking high horse. Shut the fuck up and watch the fucking show.
Mm. With him
I
on
wonder what
that.
is going to happen to her at the end of the show, though. Like, do you think she'll die or anything?
I reckon one of them will. But plus, let's just say to survive. What
Wait.
for them then?
Well, Werner Ren's like
Mr. Minutes will die. I'm calling it right now.
Ant-Man and the Wasp 2, 3.
Quantum Mania.
Yeah. I saw a thing that it's kind of interesting that if it is Kang in the castle, that Aelus wasn't keeping things from escaping the void, but he was really keeping Kang from escaping his like castle.
Or like he was keeping people from entering like that area sort of thing.
Yeah. Then they get in there, and it's just like Ultron. Just for no reason.
And it's just the castle from it's just the castle from Age of Ultron, like at the start. Like
Yeah.
Baron von Strucker's in it. And it's like, Christ, not
Can't
this
do it.
guy again.
It's
Baron von
Strucker's castle. It's super interesting. The end though, because you get given this location in the middle of like literally the end of time, and it's just like the episode end. It's like, then who's in there? There's loads of people in the comics who could be in there.
Yeah. It's also like,
Good.
it doesn't even look like it's like on a planet. It looks like it's just in the middle of space.
It's literally just
Whoa.
floating about.
Oh my
Floating
god,
about.
the Wicked Witch of the West. That's what it is. Nice Joker impression.
I'll get you, my Loki, and your little alligator too. Oh crap! I just realized people are asleep. I need to be quiet.
Dumbass.
Finley, shut up. Sorry, Mom. Rest in peace, classic Loki. By the way, what a way to go out. Glorious purpose.
I like how he got his Tom Hiddleston Loki days back as well with the laugh he did.
I love Richard E.
Which I thought
Grant
was really
so
great.
much. You know when you see these actors from where they're very small roles. It's like I remember seeing James Corden in a lot of little stuff, and then I'm not a big fan of him now because his
Yeah.
ego's grown massively. But it's like
Yeah, his ego's gotten fucking huge.
yeah, I like his flipping.
I
I
like
used to
Tom
like
Cruise.
him. Yeah.
I liked him on Doctor Who, Craig.
Same. I loved him on
Yeah,
Doctor
yeah,
Who.
that's where I saw him first. And I first saw Richard E. Grant, who was the evil headmaster from the live-action Horrid Henry movie back in like
I first saw
2009.
Richard E. Grant on Doctor Who.
Really?
He was he was the Great Intelligence.
Yeah, the Great Intelligence.
I love
That's a
Richard.
Was it?
great
He was
film.
also he was also an X-Men as well. Well, not X-Men, but Logan.
Oh yeah,
He
oh
was-
yeah, he
was he?
was. Yeah.
Was he?
He was in Logan.
Oh, he was also in Rise of
God.
Skywalker.
Yeah, but
Was,
who
um,
remembers
Yeah.
that?
True.
I just love
like-
Richard E. Grant.
I
He's
like
amazing.
when we get actors who usually like serious actors, and they just put them in like really goofy roles. I don't know
Yeah.
why. It's just something
Yeah,
so good
yeah.
about it.
Like this, most of the time, like if they do that, it doesn't really work because
Yeah.
they're all serious and stuff like that. But this time it worked.
Yeah.
Like, one of the great things I remember, it's why I like Timothy Dalton on Doom Patrol so much, is because Timothy Dalton is usually like a serious actor, but he says some really goofy shit on Doom
It
Patrol.
really does.
It's the greatest
Mind
thing.
you, he was pretty goofy in like the Bond films. So
I've never
and-
seen his Bond film.
and Looney Tunes back in action.
Oh, was he in that?
Yeah, he was the father.
Oh. The only
It's
thing I
funny.
remember him from is
He-
Doctor Who.
he was Brendan Fraser's father in Looney Tunes back in action, and look where they are in Doom Patrol.
He's a surrogate dad.
Oh, also, right, I just something really interesting I'd like to bring up, right? You get these, like, WandaVision and Falcon Winter Soldier. I absolutely
Mhm.
adore them, but you know when they get stuff like, oh, there's going to be a cameo so big that character should meet Thor, and then it's just some woman in episode...
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like,
Gotten that yet?
I'm guessing
I
that's gonna
like
be...
how the actors haven't done anything to prompt up fan expectation.
Yeah, I think at the
Like,
start they
Blake
did say...
hasn't said anything like, "Oh, there's an actor in the finale that
Yeah.
I really wanted to work with."
One of the writers said that, yes, they look forward to some big cameos in this, and it lived up to it.
Yeah. Like, those were legit
Yeah.
cameos.
Like, I was, yeah, that's right. That happened.
I just love this show so much. It's
Oh god, it's amazing.
consistently
It's like I told.
perfect. There's not one filler episode. There's not one...
Wait,
Yeah.
can I just ask a question quick time? Have any of you seen Black Widow yet?
I'm watching it on Monday.
I've seen it.
I might watch it either this weekend or then the weekend after.
Wait, Robert, you've
Yeah.
seen it.
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
It's good. The one thing I'll say, the main villain he's garbage.
Really?
Pretty
What,
much.
Taskmaster?
Yeah.
Well,
that's
Taskmaster, Taskmaster's wasted potential, but the other main villain is utter
Oh.
Is he? I knew it was going to be. What? So Taskmaster was not good?
shit. Taskmaster was good, kind of, at the beginning, but it's such wasted potential for who the character is from the comics, I'll say.
Can they do more of him in the future?
Definitely not. I don't think.
Okay.
They'll have to
Okay.
introduce another character who is Taskmaster.
Oh.
Okay.
That's all I'll say about the character.
Well, that's a shame. Well, at least we've got Taskmaster in the MCU. You know, it's...
For now.
Yeah,
Well,
that sounds
well,
a shame.
According to Robert, we had Taskmaster.
That's a shame.
We've got some weird version of Taskmaster. The fight scenes were cool though,
I'm
and the
I'm
new
gonna
characters
try and...
introduced are awesome.
Okay, good. I'm trying to keep an open mind about Taskmaster in this. I'm gonna try and walk in with
Yeah.
just like some expectations, you know, because they do change a lot of things about different characters in some other stuff. So I'm gonna try and walk in with like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I knew the
Knowing
other villain
my
was gonna be crap.
monkey brain, I'm gonna like Taskmaster, and then be like, you know what? Actually, no, he was actually pretty bad.
Well, I really liked Yellow Jacket, so
Yellow Jack was pretty
Yellow
cool. I
Jacket was
liked him
fun.
from start.
Yeah. I didn't really have much affiliation with Yellow Jacket from the comics. The only thing I knew Yellow Jacket from was when Hank Pym became in Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. When he was like, I'm going to kill people now.
Have any of you watched Blade, like the first Wesley Snipes Blade movie?
nope.
No.
Okay, so the villain in that, right? I forgot his name and the actor's name, but recently the actor has said that,
Oh, yeah. He said something about,
Like-
I'm embarrassed for Scarlett Johansson being in a superhero
yeah,
movie.
like he's
You in
embarrassed.
Blade Trinity, my guy.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't in Blade
Your
Trinity. He
opinion
was only in
could
the
not be
first.
more irrelevant.
He wasn't
I
in
know
the.
that.
He was only in the first Blade movie.
I've never seen any of them side.
Yeah, neither have I. Like, if it's
I've
me going
seen all
who,
them multiple
if it's
times.
me going who, then, you know,
Yeah.
I'm not too bothered what anyone thinks.
Why is there either people
No,
like
no,
older
wait, hang on,
actors
hang on,
or people-
hang on. No, Finn, you may be right though. He wasn't in, I know he wasn't in Blade, but he was in another shooting movie, and I'll tell you which one. Hang on, let me just quickly get it up. Cause you gotta whip your shit out of this. So say, let's just say,
What was in the room?
you know, no.
Can you just tell me this?
Oh no, I'm wrong.
What movies do you think he was in?
Oh, because I thought he was the same guy who played. He was the villain in Green Lantern.
Oh!
Not Sinestro, the other guy. I thought he was the same. Like,
No,
I thought
that
he
was
the
Mark
same-
Strong.
you know? No, not Mark Strong. Not the guy who plays Sinestro.
I
Oh.
The
really,
big yellow cloud man you think he was?
I really wish there was a timeline where you had an argument with a woman and they finally realized, oh no, I'm wrong.
Peter Sarsgaard. Hector Hammond.
Hector. I'm gonna be
I thought he- I thought-
Green Lantern
I
movie.
thought the actor who played Hector Hammond was the same one in, what do you call it? Blade? I'm wrong, but still. Yeah.
No,
I'm wrong, but here's my
Norman
point.
Reedus was in him.
Also, Taika Waititi was in Green Lantern.
I know he was.
Wait, was he?
Yeah, he played his
Apparently
buddy.
so.
Do you know Taika Waititi directed a few episodes of The American In-Betweeners?
Oh no.
No,
Ugh.
I saw that and I was like, oh my god.
How the fallen have risen.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I've seen some really funny memes recently. Where, you know that old meme where it's
sorry,
like,
that's,
okay,
that's like the true. Sorry, I was going to quickly say that's like the true definition of started from the bottom. Now we're here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is. You know all those old memes where there was one I saw a few days ago where it's like, now I'm not, what's 9 plus 10? You know, the kid goes 21. Someone
Oh,
edited
yeah.
it for it goes, what's 9 plus 10? It goes 19, and then it just cuts to Mobius going, you ever seen a branch like that? And then the TVA show up.
Jesus.
That was really funny. Right, is there anything else we want to mention, or are we going to ready to wrap up?
We're
Think
ready
about
to.
it, the Lokis are like a family, right?
No,
So it only
no.
makes sense that Vin Diesel Loki will turn up.
It's like I was
I'm guessing he's
saying.
Family Guy Loki.
Family Guy Loki.
It's like I said to Finn like the other day as well. It's like, um, you know, this like series has enough potential to win an award,
Oh, it will do.
and and not like a shitty like MTV award, like full on like Emmy.
Yeah, it will do. Guarantee it. It will do. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't.
No, I'm sorry. Fuck the MTV awards. They gave the end fight in One Division an award.
Yeah,
It was
like
just
exactly.
CGI nonsense.
It was just people
It was-
floating.
That fight was dog shit.
It was so
Give it to fucking
bad.
Vision. At least give it to Vision, like both divisions, because goddamn, that fight was better. I
Yeah.
actually had punch in it.
I know. Or can I say this about Loki before we wrap up?
Go ahead.
Loki is. This is what you want a show to be. You've got a show where you don't have any idea where the plot is going, and then when you get a new episode, you enjoy what they do so much you can't see the plot going anywhere else. You know, when you get shows, you say, "Oh, but I prefer it if they did this with that." You know, like we
Yeah,
talk about Bad Batch
I
a lot.
get you.
That never happens, and they're adding twists and turns that don't piss off fans. If anything, it adds more suspense. Pardon me, and like
It adds more flavor.
yeah, it adds more suspense to the
Yeah,
show.
it's like, yeah.
Flavor sounds,
It's
baby.
just, it's everything you want in a show. It just keeps on delivering, you know, and it's constantly character focused as well, and no characters left out. It's incredible.
It's funny because I can't say the same from Bad Batch, and that's on like what 11 episodes now. And I
11
feel like
episodes.
A lot of characters get sidelined.
Robert, it's 11 episodes in out of 16, and I'm still wondering why the show exists.
Wait, what? Bad Batch?
Yeah, Bad Batch.
Oh
Yeah,
God!
so we get
If
more
your
Star Wars
thoughts on
content.
God, now I'm really struggling to see if I should watch it now. Like, go back to
Watch
watch
it,
it.
yeah, watch
I'd
it,
say-
make your own opinion on it.
I'd
See
say
what you
it's
think.
worth watching to form your own opinion.
Yeah.
But then if you say, oh yeah, we're 11 out of 16 episodes, and it's like this, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, but
very
you might think
disappointing.
differently.
What was that, Robert?
You might think differently for, I just think Bad Batch could benefit from doing story arcs to really flesh out the characters and the storyline.
Yeah, but they didn't.
It's like what we said, last cast about Loki, I think. It's like, the whole thing of like, okay, yeah, each episode is pretty much just like, okay, yeah, we're on this planet, we got to do this little thing. All right, bye bye, we're going to another planet now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like every single game session of No Man's Sky. I thought that made Robert
Yes.
laugh, but never mind.
Oh wait, what did you say?
I said like, Jaden was just on about just like, oh, one episode, let's go to this planet and do this task, let's go to this planet, and I said that's basically every single game session of No Man's Sky. There we go. I got a chuckle.
There we go. We got it.
Yeah, so overall, Loki episode 5 is, again, why each episode's basically a masterpiece at this point. Some are like more than others, but they're basically essentially 10 out of 10. You know, like every single episode's been a 10 out of 10. There's no, I can't really find anything wrong in any of them.
Not according to IGN, apparently.
IGN's stupid. But it's just the
Haven't seen that fucking review, though?
Yeah, I know. It doesn't make any sense, but it's just... I know the concept for this episode. I was so looking forward to it. After I finished watching it, instantly, you know, you gotta watch something, you gotta like decide what you think about it on multiple viewings. I instantly knew that this was just like I instantly knew that I loved it. Like it gave me a concept and it delivered instantly. It was
Yeah.
perfect. It was amazing.
I know I'm confident enough to say I think the next episode, no matter what happens, is going to be really good and satisfy my Loki
I reckon
tendencies.
it will be. To be honest with you, I reckon it will. So on that bombshell, are we ready to wrap up?
I am ready to wrap that up.
Wrap it up like a Christmas present on Halloween.
Get him in Easter.
Don't you mean
Hanukkah.
Christmas?
Thank you guys for watching. See you
No.
guys soon. Bye bye.